Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jay or Jaiye, whichever one you prefer. So in today's video we will be doing a chit chat get ready with me, y'all, and I did not know what topic to do. I'm like, one thing about chit chat get ready with me is I do not have a topic. So what I did was I went to Pinterest, and Pinterest gave me an idea. So let's just skip the chit chat and get right into it. I can't say let's skip the chit chat because this video is a chit chat, so let's just get right into it. If I look a little bit tired or under the weather, guys, I just got a tooth pulled, and if I'm talking funny too, like if I'm talking with a list, my tooth is pulled, so bear with me. Anyways, so today's chit chat get ready with me. I'm actually getting ready to film a video for you guys because y'all already know what's coming up. Yeah, Vlogmas, aka Day Mask for my babes, because y'all already know that whole vlogging everyday thing is not for me. We not doing that. We're not vlogging every day. So I do BAIYEBOX, which is like Vlogmas is for my babes. So instead of a vlog almost every day, I do a video almost every day. And I say almost every day because y'all know 25 videos, woo, if we get there, we get there, okay? But sometimes I see people like uploading like, okay, day 1 2 3 4 5, and then if they upload again on day 10, then they'll, you know, then they'll do like, okay, day 10. It's not like they do every video. But anyway, I'm going to try as I do every year. So anyway, in today's video, I was like, I'm just gonna film a chit chat get ready with me because why not film me doing my makeup, because I want at least to get in one more video for November. So I was like, I don't have a topic and I don't know what to talk about. My favorite concealer. So I went to Pinterest and I searched up chit chat get ready with me topics, and yes, that is a thing. So when I searched it up, a bunch of like questionnaires popped up, but it wasn't like regular questionnaires like, oh, what's your name, what's your age, what's your sign, all that. It was, who's bothering me, it was like it was like inner work, like shadow work, like, you know, heal your inner self type of questions, and I love them. And I'm actually gonna save this one that I was gonna do for this video, but I am going to save it for, I think it's perfect for the Vlogmas BAIYEBOX setting, so I'm gonna save that chit chat get ready with me for that time. Anyways, I was looking through a bunch of them, and there was just a bunch of good questionnaires. Like some of them were like to heal yourself, some of them were like questions for your inner child, and I just found a very simple one, 10 questions about life you need to ask yourself, and I was like, this one should be fun. Like I read the first 3, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do this one. I didn't continue reading all of them because I wanted to actually like kind of be surprised when I give you guys the answers. Anyway, let's get into these questions. Okay, so the first question is, are you doing what you truly want to do? Duh, absolutely. I am 100% doing what I want to do, like 100%. I feel like I'm gonna like all these questions. I feel like it's gonna make me see and understand that I'm living in my manifestations, like, you know. But yes, I am 100% doing everything that I want to do, I swear. And if I'm not, if it hasn't manifested into my reality yet, guarantee you that I'm working on it. Like this year, this year like really took a toll on me, but I also received a lot of blessings. So yes, I am 100% doing what I love. I'm truly living in one of my not even one, I'm living in a bunch of my manifestations. There were times, and this goes for everybody, there were times where the things that I once dreamed of, or the things that I once like begged for, like, please God, I really want this, I didn't have it, and now I have those things. And I'm absolutely 100% doing what I want to do, because think about it. My main thing was, I was recently talking to somebody about this, how like at my old job, y'all, I was so over it. And the year that I quit, the end of that year, it also took a lot on me. There was a lot. That was in 2020, the end of 2020. It was a lot going on. But even before that, even before like what happened at the end of 2020 happened for me, just during that year of 2020, even before COVID, oh my gosh, yeah, I gotta throw that in there because I don't want you guys to think it was COVID. Even before COVID, guys, I was talking to someone and I was telling them how when I used to have to get up and go to work, I used to have to prepare myself mentally, like get up in the morning, like, you know, everybody has that feeling like, oh, I don't want to get up, I don't want to go to work, yada yada yada. I used to literally get up and then sit on the side of my bed as I'm sitting right now, and I would cry because I just didn't want to be in that place no more. And not only that, I had to switch locations, and the location that the job was already very low vibrational, but that location, like even the scenery was like gray. It was just, it just wasn't it. So I literally just sit on the side of my bed and I would cry because I didn't want to go. Like, if I could speak to my past self and tell her, like, listen, you're gonna get up every day and you're gonna get paid in your sleep and you're gonna do what you love, like, she probably wouldn't believe it, but here we are, right? So yes, I sometimes I can't even believe it, but yeah, I'm absolutely doing 100% what I love to do, and I'm just so grateful that I don't have to endure that pain that I was putting on myself, because hello, the bills gotta be paid. Like, I need type of money. Like, yeah, I didn't like going in there, but I'm also not gonna be no, you know. So I had to do what I had to do. But now that that's over, I am so happy that yes, I'm 100% doing what I want. I get to dress how I want. Like, I couldn't imagine being somewhere, right? And like, I had somebody ask me this question too, like, oh, y'all know I'm a long nail. This is a promo, okay? These nails right here are a promo. Y'all know that I am a long stiletto nail girly with over exaggerated nails. I've tried to go through like the short nail era. You know, everybody's like, oh, this classy word. I'm classy. That's another topic for another day, that word. But anyway, this whole idea of like classy, short, I tried to go for it. I'm like, oh, this is cute. And then I realized I'm an artist. This is not me. Like, I don't do this. I get it was the aesthetic, and I guess that was dragging me in. I'm like, I'm an artist. I like crazy colors and designs and charm stuff on my nails. This is what I do. So I remember somebody asked me before, like, oh, what if you had a high-paying job? I was younger, but they were like, what if you had a high-paying job that paid you so much money, and they would like, you gotta cut your nails or whatever? And I was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Like, if I had to go to a job that wouldn't allow me to be me, then I wouldn't do it. I was younger, all right? I got older or whatever, and I started to think like, yeah, like, I'm cutting them nails and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get that money, because you know, the older you get, like, I don't know, like, kind of reality starts to kick in. Like, your world literally goes from being colorful to being black and white. Literally, you go from not having a camera in the world to having to worry about all this stuff. So yeah, I started to be like, yeah, like, I'm gonna cut them. Like, I don't even care. I need that bread. I need that bread. Da, da, da. But now I am truly living in a moment where I can get that bread and still have my crazy colorful nails. And I can get that bread without pushing myself. Not pushing myself like working, pushing myself as in going somewhere that I don't want to go. So yes, I'm truly doing what I want to do. The next question is, how many promises have you made and how many of them have you fulfilled? I don't think I make that much promises. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't really make promises. I don't, because anything can happen. And yeah, I don't really make promises to people. I make promises to myself. That absolutely 100%. Every promise that I make to myself, I'm gonna keep it. So if that's a question for me, because I don't owe nobody nothing but myself, you know, I'm trying to get out of this like people pleasing. I always had the tendency to people please and, you know, break my back and stuff like that. So I'm getting out of that era. Ooh, that tooth, I forgot. Let me be gentle. I'm getting out of that era. Yeah, and I make promises to myself, nobody but myself. So if I say, oh, I promise myself that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make me happy, I'm gonna keep that promise. If I say I promise myself I'm going to manifest everything that I want to, it's gonna happen. All right, or I'm gonna die trying. I tell you that much. So yeah, if it comes to myself, I made a lot of promises and I kept all of them. I don't know where my yellow concealer is, so I'm gonna be using my white one, just a tad bit. And you know what? I'm gonna take my Born This Way concealer, a tad. My mouth is very dry, y'all. This is like, I'm really pushing for y'all. I do this for my squad. I do it for my kid. I'm doing this for y'all, for myself too. But I'm pushing right now because this really, I'm in pain. Yeah, I'm gonna mix this and just make a lighter concealer and use that for under my eye, even though like under my eyes are so bright now. They're not what they used to be. I don't even need it. It's just to have it now because I really like that bright under eye. All right, so question number 3: will you break the rules because of something / someone you care about? That question, I'm guessing that they mean like in a harmless way, not clearly like, oh, somebody you love just unalive 20 innocent people type, you know. I'm guessing they mean that in the most innocent way. Yeah, that question is hard. Not necessarily, because I'm gonna do whatever for whoever that I love, long as it's healthy. All right, healthy relationships, not these crazy obsessive, I gotta have you, it's only one way you're gonna leave me type of weird things that be going on now. I'm talking about like a healthy relationship. Breaking the rules, you know, it depends on what we're talking about. Like, it depends on what you consider breaking the rules. As in, like, for me, when I think about something like this, if I'm thinking like in a positive way, I would say like beyond beyond the norm. You know what I mean? Like, let's say someone you love wasn't approved by your family. Would you break the rules and be like, hey, I'm still good? The rules as in like the norm of what they want you to be with. Would you break the rules and still be with them? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, yeah. And I'm not talking about gender, but that could be anything. Gender, the way they dress, their background, something that your family just doesn't approve of. Are you willing to break the rules and be like, hey, this is my person and I want to be with them? Type. You feel me? If that's the case, then yeah. My Urban Decay FaceBond, my love, I love you so much. You are so thin and lightweight on the base. I love you. I need some matcha. I'm unable to spit during this process. They tell me no spitting, so it makes my mouth very dry, which is weird, right? I don't know. Question 4. Is there anything that you can't let go of that you know you should? Oh, man. Oh man, is there anything that you can't let go of that you know you should? I'm going to be 100% transparent with my babes right now, okay? Now, is there anything that I can't let go of? Yes, absolutely. It's probably going to shock you guys. I have all of my childhood toys, you guys. I have never thrown out not one of my childhood toys. I have all of them. I'm thinking it could be from some type of trauma, but it can also be because I'm just very childlike and I don't want to let go of that part of me. I think it's a bit of both, honestly, but that you know you should. That part is like, do I really have to? You know what I mean? Like, is that something that I really need to throw away? Like, it's not junk. You know, like sometimes people have these stuff like in their attic. It's not like it's junk. It's not like it's causing me any harm or anything. It's just something that I have. And yeah, like I said, I do feel like it's a mixture of me being so childlike and trauma, but at the same time, it's just my toys, y'all. Is it really necessary? Like, is it a necessity? Like, oh, you have to get rid of it. Like, it's time to let this go. Like, I don't like. They're in a storage space. They're not bothering nobody, so I don't think it's a necessity. Let me be very gentle right here, that I have to let this go. So is there something that you can't let go, that I can't let go? Yes. That I know I should? Ooh, that was too yellow. We're gonna have to tone that down. That I know I should part is like, I don't know about that. Do I know that I should? I don't think that I have to. I don't have to. I can keep them forever and ever. I honestly want new Barbies. Like, I want a collection of new Barbies. Oh, I see that they put My Scene back on the shelf. I would love to have a couple My Scene dolls, like fresh ones. Like, I do want a playroom. Yeah, I think that's weird. Oh, I forgot who it was. I think he's a psychologist. I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. We're gonna have to tone this down. Oh my gosh. Anyway, y'all know I can fix it. And I believe that he has his team play with toys or something like this because it sparks creativity. Because think about it. Remember what I said about like the whole our world goes from like colorful to dark and gray type, you know, like that literally would steal your creativity. So think about it. Not even speaking in artist terms, when you're thinking of like business ideas, right? When you're thinking about business ideas, that needs to spark creativity. You need some type of creativity influence in your life. So he has them literally sit there and play with action figures, and you know, sometimes they think like, what are we doing here? But it would literally activate a creative spark in their mind. So get rid of my toys and never gave. Sorry. Fun fact. Now y'all can run it to everybody. Like, it's not a big deal to me. It's nothing. Whatever. So question number 5. Do you remember anyone you hated 10 years ago? Doesn't matter now. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Mind you, I just had a dream this morning, and this person, these people were in my dream, and I wrote that dream down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so mind you, I didn't realize that I dislike. I'm going to use dislike for the sake of YouTube, and then we're not going to use the H word anyway, because I just feel like you gotta really care about somebody to say that you hate them. You know what I mean? I don't care about these that much. Like, I don't. So I just had a dream this morning, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of the dream, just a little bit, because it was very long. Anyway, I was at Gag City, which is so weird. I was at Gag City again or whatever, and after the show was done, but the Gag City was in, y'all don't need no details. Anyway, we were at Gag City, and the show was done. We, as in me and whoever, the show was done or whatever, and there was this ex-friend of mine. Now it's gonna be so, I know it's a lot of y'all that probably watch my channel, like my ex-friends. I promise you, to my ex-friends that watch, I'm still in contact with us. If I still hit you up and be like, hey, happy birthday, or like we still in contact, it's not about you. It's not. So this one I would never hit up in a million years. So one of my ex-friends or whatever, and let's hold on, I gotta really be specific. Let's pay attention to timeline. This says, do you remember anyone that you hated from 10 years ago, right? So if you still watching and I only know you for like a year, 2020, 2019, obviously it's not about you either, because I know y'all still creep. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, I done cut off so many people. Anyways, yeah, so one of my ex-friends was there or whatever, and she had a box in her hand, right? It was like an empty brown box. So she had this box in her hand, like, you know, a regular cardboard box, and she had it like hovering over her head. And I'm standing there in the aisle, and mind you, at the show or whatever, no, scratch that, we don't need that, I mean, that's very good. But anyway, she was standing there, and she had this box in her hand, and she had it hovering over her head. She came into my aisle, and when she came into my aisle, she had the box over her head, and she was talking to somebody in the back of me, like in the aisle back of me. So while she's having the box over her head, I'm standing there. You feel me? The show was done, but everybody's still standing around, and I'm just looking at the stage or whatever. And she's doing it on purpose. Like, y'all went to school, y'all done had girls that like hated on you before. She's holding it, like, let's say somebody was like holding this in your face, right? Let's say this was like you right here, and this is the item that they're holding to your face, and they're like, oh yeah, da 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 da, but they know it's in your face. They're doing it on purpose. So she's holding the box over her head or whatever, and I'm just waiting there. I'm standing there. I'm like, all right, she holding the box over her head, whatever the case may be. Like, but I know she know this box is in my face. So I gave it a second, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything right now. I'm gonna give it 2 seconds. I'm gonna give it 2 seconds. I'm gonna give it a while. Nah, because now you playing with me. You know the box is in my face. So I took my hand, I pushed the box, and I shoved it. Mind you, she didn't say anything to me. She walked by me, everything. I took my hand and I shoved the box.
Future me popping in here, but I forgot to mention that the reason why me pushing away the box is so important is because during my younger days I used to kind of I never let nobody push over me, but it was like certain things weren't expected of me. So pushing the box away definitely wasn't expected of me towards her. So the fact that I did that had her in shock. So that is very significant and important in my dream.
Took my hand and I shoved the box. Like, she turned around as if she was in shock. Yeah, if I'm stumbling over my words, my mouth is so dry, so I'm like overstimulated. Anyways, she looked back like she wasn't expecting me to shove the box. Mind you, I didn't make no eye contact. Even when she looked at me, I didn't make it. I'm literally staring forward, and I just pushed the box, like, and kept looking while she like, dang, like, I wasn't expecting that. And that was it. After I pushed the box or whatever, she walked away. Now there was another ex-friend in the aisle with her. Sorry, not with her. Give me a second. I really feel like Aunt D in my mental health world. I understand exactly what she means. Whew. Anyway, let me calm down. Anyway, there was another ex-friend, right, that used to be like, we were like a little trio, and she was at the end of the aisle that was also in back of me, the aisle that the ex-friend was talking to. Remember, she was talking to somebody in the back of the aisle. Now, as I'm leaving, right, my other ex-friend is at the end of the aisle that was in back of me. So she sees me and she's like, did she say something to you? And I'm like, no. She was like, oh yeah, she didn't say nothing to me either. She's like, oh yeah, she didn't say nothing to me either, but she had told me that she was like going through something right now. I don't even know what I said, but my energy in a dream gave like, I don't care, like, I don't care, like, why are you telling me? Like, I in my dream, I didn't even really pay her any mind. Like, I kind of like brushed it off on some like, girl, like, why you even talking to me? Because first of all, you been that way with her. Like, Why are you even talking to me? Type ish. You feel me? Now back to the question. Remember, the question was, do you remember anyone you hated from 10 years ago? Doesn't matter now. So yeah, these girls, I remember one of them was like a main character, not in my life. I think that's what bothered her so much. Not only that, I know people often feel like, oh, like you guys are like somewhat attached to celebrities. First of all, I don't worship any celebrity, that's one. But I'm pretty sure like a lot of the Bobs can relate when they say that Nicki really made you feel like that. You feel me? And I feel like, I remember our dreams have a meaning, whether you feel like that's spiritual or psychological. It's either one of the two. So don't even say like dreams don't have a meaning, just dream. If you don't believe in spiritual, it's definitely a science behind it. It's psychological, okay? So for me, yeah, one thing about Nicki, especially in her mixtape eras, Nicki made you feel like that girl. I don't care what it was. I don't care what you look like. It doesn't matter. Like, Nicki made you feel like that girl, which is why. And it was just something like listening to her music that really boosted my confidence. Like you couldn't tell me that song, chit, please, I'm the bet. You couldn't tell me that I was not the baddest. I don't care what I look like. I didn't care about none of that. Like, so like it didn't matter to me. Like I felt I was that girl. Like what? You couldn't tell me nothing. Like what? Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, and that was part of like listening to her music around this time that I was friends with these people. So I feel like, you know, sometimes the animosity came from like me not thinking that I was beneath her. And then the other one was just a little, yeah, no, I don't curse on my channel, but yeah, she was that, and she was a rider. We gonna say rider. She was a rider or whatever, and I feel like that all has to do, like them being there, us being at a Nicki concert. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that ties together. I lost track of what I was saying, but basically, yeah, like I feel like they thought they were better, or I was the friend that was the laugh. You feel me? Like I dress different. I carry myself in all pink. If y'all don't know, yes, I wore pink 24/7. No, that was not because of Nicki. I've been like that way since I was little. My nickname was Pinky. Everything still has to be pink for me. But when I was younger, you know, I was younger. I was a kid. Like everything had to be pink for me. So I just carry myself differently. I used to wear 2 different color shoes, y'all, on purpose. Yeah, it was like 2 different color Converse. I would draw on them. I have my own, like I said, I've always been an artist. I have my own way of expressing myself. And I was kind of like the laugh. I was kind of like the butt of the joke, even for their mothers. You know what I'm saying? I had to find out in like a very hurtful way. I had to put 2 and 2 together. Whatever the case may be. Does it matter now? No. No. No, 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 no.
Oh, no. No. No.
No, it does not matter to me now, y'all. No, it doesn't matter. Number one, right? One of them, I had went to their page and I'm like, let me go see what's going on. Da, da, da. They're suffering. That's one. No, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter because it's suffering, so like ha ha ha. But you could be thinking like, oh, let me go like, I don't know, just go pre or whatever, and then you be like, wow, like dang, I actually feel bad for them. The other one is still like watching my stories and stuff, like still on some like, oh, let me see what she's doing type. Cause you know that's your role. I guess all these years you're still a writer. Like you still on that. You still on that. All right. And it just doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, I learned from it. Like I learned so much from fake friends, even after, because these are like early on in my life. But even after them, I learned a lot. I'm being so gentle on this side of my face. Yeah, but yeah, the word hated go crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. If I hated anybody, it would literally have to be her mom, because you as a grown woman, like for you to sit there and make fun of me, or she just treated me like she didn't want me to be friends with her daughter. Like it was just so bad. Like I was literally the laughing stock of them. And you feel me? When I push out mine, I'm gonna let them know you don't be the joke friend. Don't be the laughing stock of people's friendship. Don't be the Waldo, who else? Waldo. I'm trying to see like the goofy friend, or the friend that would come over and y'all just feel like, oh, like we're the normal people and they're like the normal. Don't be the Roger. Don't be the character friend. You get what I'm saying? Like don't be the one where it's like, oh, we're the normal family and here's our annoying friend from like across the street or next door or something. Like they just like a character type of. No, I'm not a character in nobody's life. I'm not the laughing stock. I'm not the weirdo friend. Like don't play with me. And I'm gonna make sure mine knows that too. Like don't be that person for them, because that's what I was. I was like the, you know, like, oh our daughters are so normal, and they have like this weird friend like Kiki. Let's Kiki about her. Grown woman at that. Like grown women that swear they so godly. Anyway, yeah, it does. That brought out a lot. Oh, I like this questionnaire. No, that doesn't matter to me at all. You know, God bless them. I see that one of them is suffering, so God bless them. But I ever speak to them? Probably not. Like, y'all gotta understand that part of healing is also doing what your inner child would have done, or what you at that time that you know them would have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, older you now, you now understand, like, oh, okay, like, you know, that was so long ago and we were so young, so I'm just gonna kiki with you. But in order to heal your inner child, sometimes you really do have to do what they will want you to do. Like, if your inner child seen you now, not even inner child, like if your past self that associated with them seeing you now and you're glow up and you doing good, like everything that they wanted, like, oh my God, when I grow up, like I hope I look like this and I'm doing this. And if your inner child seeing you now, wouldn't they want you to curve them? Wouldn't they want you to curve them? Like, think about the boys that made fun of you or probably called you ugly and like you glowed up on them. Wouldn't they want you to curve them? Like, if you see those boys now and they try to talk to you, wouldn't your younger self want you to curve them? I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that she would. Do it for her. But anyway, next question. I'm off them. Next question is, if you died now, would you have any regrets? No, absolutely not. Because even if let's say I went right now, even if, you know, I didn't see, first of all, I know that everything I want is already here. Whether I can see that in my 3D realm or not, it's here. Like, I can feel it. I would not be going this hard about getting up every day and doing something. Like, even if I didn't upload for 2 months, I still feel like I gotta keep going. This part of my nose is itching so bad, and I just keep cutting it out because I don't want y'all to think I'm digging in my nose. Like, it's right here, it's just itching me. Yeah, there's something in me. Like, there's a literal a fire in me, y'all. I can feel it down to every cell in my body that I know for a fact that I'm on the right path. Y'all, I'm doing it. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. The fact that I cannot quit. Like, I cannot quit. Like, first of all, I finally found the source. I told you this, guys. Look, y'all see that? That's that excitement. I told y'all this before, but I finally found the source to grow my channel and get my channel out this rut. Like, I got it. I just got to keep going. But yeah, if you've been here for a while, you will see how, you know, my channel increased over this year. Like, I know what to do now. I got it. But yeah, I got to keep going, y'all. I can't give up. Like, and I know that fire in me, that just goes to show you that my future self is where I want to be. And that's the reason why, because I hope you guys understand the whole logic behind it being no past and no future and no present. It's all on one timeline. So the fact that I just gotta push myself even when I don't feel like it. Y'all, my whole side and my jaw right now is hurting me, and yeah, I'm still pushing myself to get up and film, and I gotta film pre-film videos for BAIYEBOX and stuff. That just goes to tell me that I'm doing the right thing and I'm achieving all of my goals. So even if I was to go today, no, I would have no regrets. I'm so intelligent for my age. I'm so wise for my age. Like, I would literally, there's not one thing that I would regret now. Yeah, this questionnaire is making me feel so good. I feel like I want to do more of these. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of these for BAIYEBOX. Not a lot, I have like 4. But I like this. I feel really good. Wow, this is why journaling is important. Journaling or even speaking, even though I'm kind of like speaking to myself, I guess, speaking to y'all, but this is important. Wow, I like this. I really do feel good. Yeah, no regrets. I don't went after everything that I wanted to. I know for a fact that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path, because I would not have this feeling. You know why? You know, when you get this feeling in you that you just have to do something, you know what that is? That means that it's written, okay? That's a soul contract. You came here to do this thing. You understand? Like, even if I'm not saying that I literally came here to do YouTube, but what if I came here to connect with people over the world? Wouldn't that be through YouTube? You understand what I'm saying? So, no regrets. I love it. And every challenge that I ever had in life, I learned from. So, I ain't got no regrets. I'm here. But anyway, that question is neither here nor there, because I'm here for a long time. You feel me? I'm here for a good time and a long time. So scratch that. Next question. Y'all, this is a contour. I mean, not contour. This is like a cream bronzer from Shein. Y'all, I don't know. It took me a while to open this from SHEGLAM. Y'all, this eats so bad. This eats. Oh my gosh. Slept on it for a while. I don't know why I did that. That was the wrong thing to do. This ease down. I love it. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. Look at that. Look at that bronze. I love it. I like when bronzer doesn't look like an ashy bronze color. Like, I don't like when it looks like that. This is nice. I like it. And I have more. I need to look at them. Look at that. I like a nice subtle bronzer. I don't like contouring. My face is round, but I like the roundness. When I contour, it makes me look, I don't know. I like just bronzing up a little bit. Next question. Are you afraid of making mistakes even though there's no punishments at all? No. Absolutely not. Every mistake that I've ever made, I've learned from. Let me tell you one thing about putting yourself out there on social media. Do you know how, like, even though these are like physical mistakes, do you know how many times I looked at a video and said, oh my god, my wig is lifting. Oh my god, my lip is ashy. Oh my god, I got coffee stains on my teeth. Like there's so much mistakes in my videos, and I notice it, and I was like, I'm not gonna point it out. You guys ever seen like when people be like, hey guys, oh, so if you guys don't mind, like, I'm sorry about like this crust on my mouth or something like that, and then you notice a crust on their mouth. You didn't notice it before they said something, and I did it in this video too with my tooth. I was like, oh, my tooth, You guys probably wouldn't even notice it. Yeah, probably wouldn't know if my mouth was dry or I had like a slight lisp until I said something. Even though those are physical mistakes, no. Every mistake, listen, all of your L's are lessons, not losses. So that whole idea of like being afraid, especially if it says if there's no punishment, why would I be afraid to make a mistake if I'm not being punished for it? No, the only person that can punish yourself for that mistake is you, because you beat yourself up about it. And what I did sometimes, I would be like, oh my god, like that looked mad nasty, I want to delete the video now. You know, like I would literally beat myself up sometimes about the most minor mistakes. Even not speaking physical, speaking like, let's say I said something and it came out the wrong way, and that has to also do with like anxiety, beating myself up, being like, oh my god, everybody's gonna laugh at you now, or something like that. I've learned to stop beating myself up about things. If there's no punishment, that means that the only person that can punish you is you, your mind, literally. What are you thinking about? Why are you beating yourself up about it? You are your biggest critic. Even now, I'm looking like, oh my god, like I'm busy talking and I'm doing my makeup sloppy. Listen, it's gonna work out. I promise you that. It's not that serious.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that.
Question number 8. What's the difference between you and most other people? You can't box me in. I don't have an aesthetic. I know it might seem that way, like I'm very pink and girly, but y'all, I don't have an aesthetic. You can't box me in. And I feel like everyone has an aesthetic. Everyone. At least, if not everyone, most people, right? So you know, now you go on social media and there's this thing of like eras. When I say eras, it's like, oh, I'm in my gym girl era. Oh, I'm in my girly pop era. Oh, I'm in my Bible study era. Oh, I'm in my soft life era. Listen, no shade. All of that is beautiful. I love it, right? Oh, I'm in my what is the word? It's something with an H. It's the girlies that basically like the spiritual girls, like the way they dress with the beads and the, you know, locks sometimes. It's something with an H. It's not hobo. Anyway, they got that era, and then they kind of changed their style, and then like their aesthetic changes, as in like the way they carry themselves, which is fine. But you cannot box me in. I don't have an aesthetic. I can dress like modest one day, the next day I'm popping out with the Ice Spice 2-piece with the holes in it, the bodysuit, the one that everybody got from Fashion Nova. I'm popping out with that. Okay, I'm gonna dress girly one day and I can dress streetwear, kind of mask a little bit another day. You cannot box me in. I don't have a category, and I feel like that makes me different from other people. I can sit with the goth kids and we can have a conversation about music, or I could go, sneeze, hold on, bless me. I could sit, like I said, I could sit with the not goth, I could sit with the goth kids too, but I could sit with the alt girls and we will have that too. My style is very alt, okay? I don't have an aesthetic, but some of that is in there too. I could have a conversation with the alt girls and we can talk about music and Paramore and everything, and then I'm popping out to the club, you feel me, with the baddies, we talking about rappers and stuff. You cannot box me in. I don't have an aesthetic, and I don't want people to confuse that with like, oh well, if you could like fit in with everybody like you don't know yourself type of thing. No, I know myself. I know that you just can't box me in. Like, I'm like putty or like Play-Doh. Like, I could just mold myself into anything that I want to be. Like I said, I'm an artist, not a makeup artist, not a painter, not a music artist. I learned that I'm all of that. I'm all of that. I can sing, I can write raps and poetry, I can dance, I can paint, I can draw, I can fashion design, I can make clothes, I can create digital art. I'm also a makeup artist. I'm just an artist. Don't box me in when it comes to the art category either. So that's what separates me. Don't box me in nowhere. I'm not, you feel me? I could go to the club and be on my head top listening to dance hall, and then the next day I'm at a book club and we sipping tea. Like, I don't have an aesthetic. Like, don't try to be like, oh, I'm over here with like the classy girls that know how to cover themselves and we're so modest and we just have brunch. And they're like, nah, I'm outside, you feel me, with Decay at 7 p.m. Friday, we get lit. Like, no, I can do all of that. And I mean that with lifestyle, dressing, and the people you surround yourself with. Don't box me in. Question number 9. Have I built my character? This question, again, I don't know what the author intended. Do they mean like physically? Because if physically, yeah, I literally built my character. You know what I mean? Like, this expensive pain. No, seriously. Physically and just like my ways, like my characteristic, yeah, I built myself up. Absolutely. One thing that you can do to build your character is literally that girl that you see that you want to become. Whether you're a girl or guy watching this, that person that you want to become, I need you to take a notepad and I need you to write down everything that they do. What do they do? What do they do? How do they smell? What do they look like? You know, what do they smell like? What do they look like? What is their morning routine? How do they talk? How do they carry themselves? How do they dress? How do they feel knowing that they're the person that they are? What do they feel like? Right? But we're talking about you here, your future self, or the person that you want to align with, the version of you that you want to align with, right? All of that. Take your 5 senses. What do they sound like, smell like, I guess taste like? What do they talk like? All of that stuff. Write it down. And then I need you to just start becoming that person. It's as easy as that. I need you to embody the feeling of being that person. Because I did it with myself, right? Influencer and content creator, Jaiye Pierre. What does she smell like? What does she look like? What is her aura like? You know what I'm saying? What does she talk like? What does she walk like? What's her morning routine? Simple. What's her morning routine? Because me, years ago, being depressed from that job and stuff, my morning routine wasn't getting up and going to the gym and having a matcha latte and walking to Starbucks and then checking my emails to see what brands wrote me. That's something that I wrote years ago, and I started to become that. Obviously, some things have to come to you, like, okay, the brand's writing me and stuff. Like, I know you guys are like, oh, how I'm supposed to make that? How I'm supposed to become that? When you start doing the little things to become that version of yourself that you want to see, everything will just align. Do you guys see the brands that I work with my little old following? Do you guys see the brands that I work with? Valentino Beauty. I have more coming up, like Kiss, It Cosmetics, Urban Decay. These brands, sometimes I feel like, yeah, I noticed me and the places that I get invited to and paid to make content for. Do you see with me and my little following, and sometimes I see people with bigger following, I'm like, I'm really doing this. Why? Because I don't care. Like, I'm not paying attention to the physical of what I see. So if I see myself getting like 200 views, I'm not going to down myself. I'm still going to embody that feeling of being my higher self. You understand? And in my higher self mind, she got hundreds of thousands of millions of views. So that's a feeling that I'm going to embody. And since I'm embodying that feeling, all the stuff that I want to manifest is just coming to me. It's aligning with me. Everything that you are seeking is also seeking you. Everything that you want is also wanting you. It wants to come to you. You have to align with it. I promise you it's that easy. I promise you. Y'all know the question I said, what it said? How many promises have you made? This is one of the promises. I promise you, if you do it the right way, it'll come to you. I put that on everything I love. It's that easy. Lining my lips now. Finishing this up. I love this lip gloss, y'all. This is a lip elixir in the color Bunny Tongue. It's on my TikTok shop. So I'm going to leave the link to my TikTok shop down below. And yeah, check out some of the products I have on there. Like, it's like a soft watermelon pink, but it still gives me that Barbie pink lip. You feel me? I like it. Alright, let's get into the last question. So the last question is, if today was the end of the world, what would you do? What can I do? What can I do? Like, I would just sit here. I'm not even being funny. What can I do? Today was the end of the world. Like, I know what y'all thinking. Y'all probably would go and like tell your family how much you love them. But if today was the end of the world, we're all gonna see each other again. Right? The end of the world, meaning that we're all out of here. We're all gonna see each other wherever we transition to. So today was the end of the world. What would I do? I would literally just sit here. I swear. I thought the last answer was gonna be like, I thought the last question was gonna be like something extravagant. I would literally say, right, what do you want me to do? You ever saw those videos when people play pranks on like their family, and then it's like a again, I don't want no triggering words on YouTube, because I like to keep my channel good and high and in good stands with YouTube. But it's like one of these pranks, and the family is going crazy like, oh my god, I gotta call this person and that person. If that was to happen, right, and that thing was to come across and hit the state up, I mean, and just demolish the state, where are you going? Sometimes it's not even a state. Like those videos are fake, but seriously, those things that they have, that I talk in code, y'all, because I stay away from certain words. Those things that they have, those things can possibly fly across the earth in matters of seconds, right? And it could literally wipe out like a whole coast. You understand? Like, not even a state. It's going to be a good number of states, and most likely the ones that are next to you. So it's like, where are you going? Like, you might as well just sit here. Like, where are you really gonna go? Like, y'all, they be going crazy. It's not funny. I mean, it is funny, but the prank is like, where y'all gonna go? Like, why is everybody screaming and yelling? Where y'all gonna go? What are we gonna do? We might as well just sit here. So yeah, with that question, there's absolutely nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I would do. I mean, I would call my family and warn them, but I know my family, they're gonna go crazy and scream. It's like, what are we gonna do? Sometimes I even see movies, right, where it's like the last man in the world type. Like, look at the Will Smith movie when he was with his dog or whatever. And I just think to myself sometimes, like, why would I want to be the last person on earth? I don't want to go. I don't want to be here by myself. I want to go with everybody else. I can't repopulate the earth by myself. Like, let me go too. I'm not gonna stay here. And like I said, I understand transitioning on a whole nother level. There's no like, oh, you're never gonna see your family again, or that's not what it is. So I'm okay. I'm fine with that. Not fine with seeing my family. I'm talking about fine with transitioning. If everybody's going as a whole, what does it really do? Whew, I enjoyed that so much. Like, I really did enjoy that. That's more for like journaling, but it's like the same thing, right? I'm asking myself these questions and I'm answering it, and I enjoyed that so much. And I'm super excited because now I'm going to incorporate these into my Vlogmas. I had like days where I'm putting chit chat ready with me, so I'm like, what is my topic going to be? Like, because I stay away from controversy and like a lot of opinions on like other creators and stuff. I don't do those type of things. So yeah, I like these. I like these a lot. So I'm definitely gonna be putting these into my BAIYEBOX. Okay, so that is it for this video, babes. Like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every single time that I upload. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jaiye.Pierre and on TikTok at Jaiye_. If for some reason you don't have TikTok or Instagram, I'm going to leave a list right here on the screen of every single social media platform that I have. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on each one that you have, and I will check you guys in the next video, okay? I love you, babes. Bye.